Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is SKTV coming to you live from Phoenix, Arizona. My name is Zeku Kenny. Today is Wednesday, the 10th of January 2024. We are in the new month. I want to say thank you to all of you for following SKTV. We want to encourage you to share the show. Today we have a lot to discuss. We have a lot to talk about, especially when it comes to the fight for the speakership in Liberia. Also, we have some information with respect to people who have been looked at, who have been considered for the cabinet positions within the incoming Joseph Numa Boakai government. I want to encourage each and every one of you to share the show. It's going to be very, very interesting. And we encourage all of you to go ahead and share the show so we can start this conversation. Right now, we are waiting on Mayborn and other guys, Truth FM 96.1, and also other colleagues to join us to kickstart this conversation. We want to encourage you to share the show. While we do that, we'll play SKTV Sun while we share the show.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We judge it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Foreign top people who willing to sell. The blessing that time and the efforts are rest. The project is giving us here and the premise of them. The welcome and life without fear.
I lyrical health.
Master.
Clear body, so I make on you. I can't ask it if you been you. Say my journey, Tina can I say my jamo. And yes, I know money. And more I go. And you love family. More I go. What is that?
Let's go TV, the best in Liberia.
What did I say?
Let's go TV, the best in Africa.
What did I say?
Let's go TV, the best in Mama Liberia.
What did I say?
Must hold by the lofa and grandbaza.
And I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I can't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I can't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I don't get it now ya to money. That's the baby, and I don't get it now. So she work on my ya to money. Yeah.
Let's go TV, the best in Liberia.
What did I say?
Let's go TV, the best in Africa.
What did I say?
Let's go TV, the best in Mama Liberia.
What did I say?
Must hold by the lofa and grandbaza.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We judge it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Foreign top people who willing to sell. The blessing that time and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving a real and the premise my best. The world with my life without fear. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from Riverside, River G to Chide, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Cape Mount, Monserrat, San to Backwalu, from Maryland, Bonkan to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Let's go TV, the best in Liberia.
What did I say?
Let's go TV, the best in Africa.
What did I say?
Mayborn, how are you? Hello, Mayborn, can you hear me? Mayborn, hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Mayborn, can you hear me? Can you hear me? It's not even paying attention. Mayborn, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah, but you got to turn on. You got to turn on the speaker. You always forget. Turn on the speaker. Turn on the microphone on your side. You good? Mayborn, can you hear me now? Go down. Yeah, Mayborn, I think Mayborn is having some issue connecting with us. So we want to encourage all of you to go ahead and share the show. We are having some issue connecting with Johnson, Mayborn Cola, and the Truth FM. Well, I want to take this time to a lot of this door want to give me a hard time to do. Hold on, let me drop this door away. Go down. I'm sorry. Yeah. So yes, I want to say thank you to all of you. Orita, welcome. And Seku Aminata Kone's son, one of the newest family member of SKTV. I want to say welcome. Want to encourage everybody to share the show. Yeah, also Ali Aisha Donzo, welcome. I think we have a lot of people here already. Well, I want to say thank you to all of you for joining SKTV. Want to encourage you to share the show. Let's do that, and then we'll come back in a few minutes. Let's connect with Mayborn as well.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talk about podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the club. What is our people who waiting to sell? The blessing that time and the effort are rest. The brothers giving us here and the promise from them. The work with my life without fear.
A lyrical
Master.
Play Paris, who make on you, I can't ask you if you been you. Say my journey, Tina can ask my jamo. And you no money, the more I get you. And you love our
SKTV the best in Liberia. SKTV the best in Africa. SKTV the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandbaza.
And I delay ya to money, and I salia ya to money, and I wanna play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I delay ya to money, and I salia ya to money, and I wanna play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I forget it now ya to money. That's the baby, and I forget it now. Cause you walk on my ya to money. Yeah.
SKTV the best in Liberia. SKTV the best in Africa. SKTV the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandbaza.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the club. What is our people who waiting to sell? The flesh, that time and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving a real and the promise my best. To work with my life without fear. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from Riverside to Raji to Chide, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Cape Mount, Montserrat to San to Backwalu, from Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
SKTV the best in Liberia. SKTV the best in Africa.
So we are still finding it difficult to connect with Mayborn and other guys in Liberia. And today's show is going to be very interesting for us to be on without being on the radio, because a lot of people are waiting to listen to some of the information that we said we want to talk about yesterday. So we want to encourage you to continue to share the show while we connect with our guys in Liberia. Please share the show, though, but you're not sharing the show, everybody. I'm pretty sure, yeah, you can hear me. I don't know if you can, but let me see. Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, please say yes, we can hear you. And I want to encourage everyone to share the show. It's very, very, very important. Let's share the show, folks. Yeah. Esther, welcome. And Jeremy Kula, welcome. Yeah, so everybody share the show. Everybody, let's do that. So that way, when we start the conversation, we don't have to wait. Once we got connected with those guys, will be fine. Yeah, lovely Pierre T. Perry, welcome to SKTV. I want to say thank you. Mustafa Balo, welcome. So let's share the show, everybody. Share in your groups, share it on your personal profile, share it everywhere you can. It's important. Let's do that. Let's do that. Because when we start a conversation, people will be coming like, well, what's going on? What did I miss? So let's make sure everybody is connected, everybody kind of informed that we are here and we are about to start this very, very important conversation. So share it before we can start the conversation.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. What is our people who waiting to sell? Blessing our time and our efforts are rest. The brothers giving us care, the promise of death. The welcome and life without fear.
I live
Master.
Clepali suo mekanyo ake SKTV benyo. Sema cheni tina ke asema jamu. Enji sano muni emu aye yo. Enji lofa mui emu aye yo.
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa. SKTV, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandbaza.
Ena Guinea ya tumale, ena Salia ya tumale, ena Conakry ya tumale, ena Cote d'Ivoire ya tumale, ena Guinea ya tumale, ena Salia ya tumale, ena Conakry ya tumale, ena Cote d'Ivoire ya tumale, ena Napoli ya tumale, esta TV, ena Napoli ya tosi wako ya tumale.
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa. SKTV, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandbaza.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. What is our people who waiting to sell? The flashing our time and our efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving are real and the promise my best. The world with my life without fear. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from Riverside, River G to Chile, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Cape Mount, Montserrat, Sano to Bacalu, from Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa.
So I want to say thank you again to all of you for sharing the show, at least for those of you who did. If you did not, we want to encourage you to share the show. Yes, we have some, I think we should be good to go. South is here, but Melbourne stay. Saros, how you doing, my brother? Can you hear me? But what's going on today? Why are we having problem with everybody getting connected? Saros, unmute yourself if you can hear me. Saros, can you hear me? Well, can everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me? Please let me know if you can hear me. We have a bunch of you here. Moses is here. Propokin is here. EO White is here. Please, if you can hear me, just say yes, we can hear you. For some reason, I'm struggling to get connected to all my people. Hey, what's going on, Saros? Can you hear me? This is Wow. Cyrus, can you hear me?
Yes, I can
So,
I can hear you when using the earpiece,
na-
but I can't hear you with all the earpiece. I know.
yeah, but then whatever works. Right now, I can hear you. Now you were not hearing me
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
So you need to work on your stuff. What happened today? How come all my people are getting some issue?
Yeah, a lot of them saying yes, they can hear you.
Yeah, but your stuff is grinding. I don't know.
I know. Yeah, I said when I took
Yeah, we can hear you if you do that.
let me leave.
No, okay, now I can hear you now.
Let me leave.
All right, leave and come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, share the show, my people. Yeah, share the show today. Today we got a lot of information to share with you. The fight is it's not easy. Yeah, so man, I want to make sure we are connected with Melbourne. Let me see what's going on here. Hopefully we don't have that problem there in Liberia. Melbourne is been struggling. Melbourne has been struggling actually to get all connected. Yeah, he's doing everything actually to get us all connected. But yet, I want to say thank you to all of you. Go ahead and continue to share the show. So today we're going to be discussing the power struggle within the Liberian politic, or within the Liberian political cycle. Yesterday we were informed that the meeting held at Joseph Nyimabuakai's residence, the president-elect, we were told that it was sealed that Richard Kong was certainly going to be the Speaker of the House. You good to go? You are muted. Cyrus, you are muted.
So CEO, is it still granny?
I don't know if you're okay for the people, then it's fine with me. But it's still grinding though.
I don't know. I don't know why he's doing it. But yesterday he wasn't doing it like
Yeah, maybe the now it looks good. We're not hearing any noise anymore. Can you hear me now?
all right. Yeah, I can hear you loud and
So
clear.
whatever you did, that fixed the problem.
Somebody says now okay. I don't know how sound
Yeah,
CEO.
because
So
it was
CEO, I don't know for some reason I think you need to fix it from your side. There's some technical problem.
there's no
Because
problem.
even me, I can Barry, I'm not even supposed to be supposed to use earpiece before I hear you, but I gotta use earpiece before I hear you. I don't know why it's doing that. It never done that before.
Okay, let's get Mabel. Let's see if Mabel going to say the same thing. I think Mabel then get some internet problem. I can tell that. It's kind of like Mabel. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, what kind of wahala
Mabel, I think you always forget to turn the stuff on. That's the problem. Everything was okay. We're hearing you, but you kind of forget to turn on the. Remember that. I don't know whatever
No,
it is. You can carry your hand under there to put it on.
you see, the problem with all of what we're going again.
No,
Cyrus, I hope the noise is not coming from behind you there for the legislature. Because the way the band are close, I hope
that ground is coming from Sarah's place.
Yes, indeed. Because I think I'm a Cyrus.
All right, so
Yeah,
let me. I'll come in. I'll come back. I'll come back.
Yeah, come back.
you better
Come
do.
back.
Thank you, Seku. Thank you so much. And indeed, sometimes this thing happen because man, what kind of wahala be this? Myself, I just forget.
I know.
I know.
But maybe let me tell you something. I kept reminding you over and over and over. Every time you come on, the first thing you do, once you see me, you go to that place where you carry your hand under there to turn on the thing so you can hear me. Because what happened? You guys
You
can
know,
control the sound. You don't want anything, any kind of noise going in there. But once you see me, just make sure you turn on your microphone so you can hear me.
Yeah. No, I don't about you. But you know something that I still noticing Seku is that these I don't know how I can call them the Russian guys, like they are really I'm just here for this time. No, I don't know if I thought it can be because I will be doing everything the other same. It can't be easy.
Okay.
But thank God.
Yeah, I'm glad that we are on, even though that thing has eaten most of our time, but it's okay. So yes, we were talking yesterday. We talked about some information we're getting, regarding what's going on in terms of the election for the speakership. So yesterday we were informed that the president-elect invited some of the independent and also regular guys, to his house, trying to secure the vote for the speakership for Representative Richard Cohn to be the Speaker of the House of Representatives for the speakership under Joseph Nima Boakai. But then yesterday, right after the show, we were informed also by from the CDC camp that whatever that was said, it was far away from the truth. Yeah, that the information we got was not true, was not reliable. As a matter of fact, some of the sources from CDC told us that just yesterday, while that meeting was going on, they said they had about 41 members that was with them. So somebody is not telling the truth. Because the people from JMB came yesterday, the other guy who was talking to the media, he said they have about 39 people. But then, when they were asked to give the list of people that were there, they did not provide it.
I know that there were going to be some glitches.
Yeah, so they did not provide a list of the people that were there. So it's like somebody is not telling the truth. However, we also did our own digging deeper, as we always do. So I tried to talk to a few people. To tell you the truth, what I heard yesterday, it's not easy. Yeah, it's not easy. And yeah, and when I tell you it's not easy, it's for real. There will be a lot of betrayal. There will be a lot of betrayal because in as much as there are some promises, there are some open commitments, but that's not the case behind the scene. It is possible, let me say this to the Liberian people. It is possible that after that election, you could possibly see somebody from the CDC getting speakership, somebody from the other side getting the deputy speakership, or somebody from the other side getting the speakership, somebody from the CDC getting the deputy speakership. Because people are going by their individual connection and commitment and money thing that happened behind the scene. Somebody confronted me yesterday and swear to God that they're going to win this thing. Because based on the arrangement they have done behind the scene. So we left with the opinion yesterday, feeling that okay, all is said and done. You already got this thing going, and everything is good. But that seems not to be the case. I think Sekou Kone is here. Hello, Sekou, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm getting you loud and clear. See you.
Okay, so welcome. I want you to take this time to introduce yourself since you are the newest uh, family members of the SKTV. Take this time to introduce yourself to the public, both on the radio and as well as on YouTube, on Instagram, everywhere you can think of. So you're live. How you doing?
Thank you, CEO, and I want to say thanks to all of the many followers of SKTV. I want to say good evening to my
Hey,
own friend and
Liberia.
brother
Yeah, you do
Cyrus.
it, no.
Good evening to Mayboy, and good evening to all of the many followers of SKTV. My name is Sekou Aminata Kone, and I'm a Liberian journalist. Prior to me joining the SKTV family, I serve at Strong FM 98.3 in quadruple capacity. I serve as the director of the online TV, the news director, the presenter of a radio platform called Quick to the Point. I cover Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs and Tourism, and I also serve the National Legislature, the House of Representatives from 2021 to 2022. So basically, we come to the SKTV family with a wealth of experience in mainstream journalism, and we can assure our many followers that SKTV 2024 will not be SKTV 2023, neither will it be SKTV 2022, but it will be SKTV that will be everywhere, both houses, the House of Senate and the House of Representatives. And we're doing everything possible that SKTV comes January 22nd will be live at the National Legislature at the capital building where the official ceremony of the inauguration of Joseph Yumabwaka, President-elect of the Republic of Liberia. So it is a pleasure to join this family, and I want to say, CEO, thank you for the work you do for the Liberian people. Thanks to Stephen, thanks to Sarah, and thanks to all of the team. I'm honored, and we join this family with a passion, with a innovation, and the creativity to keep informing the audience of SKTV family. It is a pleasure, and thanks for the opportunity, CEO.
Thank you so much, and welcome, Melbourne and Saros. You want to say something to our colleague?
Yes, let me say welcome, Seku. I've been following all of your work. Let me say thank you so much for everything that you've been doing. And indeed, thank God that we are joining together as one big family, and I know that we'll do our best to make sure that we inform our Liberian people. Thank you so much for coming on board.
Thank you, Chief.
Yeah, so yeah, good evening to all of our followers on SKTV and in Radio Land. Let me say good evening to you, Sekou, to you, Mayborn, Steve, President Monk, you in our prayers, and all of our family of SKTV. And to you, Sekou, you are a very brilliant young man. You came around shortly, but I've seen a lot. You have so much potential. Let me say welcome to SKTV family. Feel free, and we do this for the Liberian people and come to the job with passion and dedication. And let's make Liberia a better place.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And we have a lot of people, man, working behind the scene. And this young man here, joined SKTV sometime towards the end of last year, but he never been, in the open. He been working, doing things, making things happen. His colleagues can attest to that. So, Sekou, I want to say welcome to SKTV, and I believe most of our people here uh, are excited to see you here. So, with regards to this whole CEO thing, some of people they're so uncomfortable. For me personally, I don't like to be called CEO, but my guys, they say whether I like it or not, they will sometimes call me CEO, but I'm fine. I'm fine with it. You call me, Kenna, you call me Sekou, you call me SK, I don't care. Honestly speaking, I'm not all about those things, whole title thing, it doesn't really make any difference for me. The work ethics is what matter to me. Whatever you guys do, that's what matter to me. Making SKTV second to none, and you guys are doing just that. So, Melbourne, I don't know. We do not have enough time here, but what we was discussing here is about the struggle. And by the way, yesterday when we were told that everything was said and done, that it was a done deal, that in fact that Phone is going to be the speaker, that Thomas Pala was going to be the deputy speaker, we asked the question here. I said, what about Musa Belete? What about his ambition? We learned before then that Chairman Musa Belete, representative of District
number 7
in Nimba County, he had an ambition to run for the speakership. And then later on, he kind of switched his ambition from the speakership to the deputy speakership. So yesterday we had the opportunity to talk to him, because I called a lot of people. I told you guys yesterday, right after the show, I was going to try to call as much as I can to talk to all of the people then to actually find out as to what is really going on. And Chairman Musa Belete confirmed to us, SKTV, that he is running to be the deputy speaker of the House of Representatives, having switched his ambition from the speakership to the deputy speakership. So it is clear that the fight is on and it's real. And also, I spoke to another person who asked me to remain anonymous, not to call their name, told me that they are initially, committed to supporting Konati Kofa, but they have since changed their support from Fonati Kofa to Richard Kuhn. But then said, I'm still going to vote for Thomas Pala. So I was like, well, how can you go to vote for Thomas Pala? You're not voting for Fonati Kofa. And the person said to me, the two group, nobody trusts Fonati Kofa. I said, why? And the person had a lot to say that I'm not going to say here, because when I do that, there will be like I will be campaigning against.
Yes, indeed, and that would.
That would be unfair.
So we'll go for the news and leave you guys for I believe 15 minutes.
For 10, 15 minutes, no problem, Mabon. Just give us signal when you guys are available. Let us know. So yes, gentlemen, the guy was very emphatic. He was very straightforward, telling me things that he believed. Oh, nobody trusts him. I said, what do you mean? And the person kind of going. I'm like, okay, it's okay. I'm not going to talk about that, because if I do that, then it means that I'll be campaigning against or for somebody, within the fight. So they themselves should go ahead and make their campaign and talk good thing about each other or talk bad thing about each other. I'm not going to do, the campaigning for them here. Like somebody would say, nobody going to be their pepper in my mouth. So I'm not going to be the one to come and talk it for them. However, we have some other information in terms of the people that were being considered for the cabinet positions. And some part of this discussion, I wanted it to be on the radio because I want people to know. There were some names recommended. Some were accepted and some were somehow rejected with some statement by Joseph Nima Boakai. But in the meantime, the list we received yesterday, that list is going around. It's going to different people. Almost everybody got that list now. The question now is, there are a lot of names on that list. But the question remains, is this list authentic? So what we did yesterday, I tried to actually call to contact some of the names on the list. We had a lot of names. Let me see if I can find it and read it to our people. So, yeah. So yesterday we received. So we'll go back on the radio. We're going to repeat this so that people that are listening to the radio, they will not miss it because they're going to be angry right now if we do that. So the list we received yesterday, like I say again, we are not sure whether this list is 100% authentic. But what we did, we called some of the people that are on this list to confirm or deny. It will interest you to hear some of the things what they say. Well, let me do the list first. Then we'll go one by one on the list, as to what we know, what is expected, and what could possibly happen. So first, they said Josiah F. Jokai Jr., Minister of State for Presidential Affairs. You have Dr. Luis Porto, Minister of Health and Social Welfare. You have John S. Malu II, Minister of Finance and Development Planning. You have Ami Muda, Minister of Commerce and Industry. You have Samuel Kofi Wood, Minister of Public Works. And you have Sarah Benslow Nyanti, Minister of Foreign Affairs. You have Laraman S. Newton, Minister of Youth and Sport. You have Wemo Pei, Minister of Lands, Mines and Energy. You have Patrick Hunter, Press Secretary President. You have Councillor Cooper Crowd, Minister of Justice. You have Ibrahim Kroma, Inspector General of the Police. You have Gregory Kuma, Commissioner of Liberian Immigration Service. You have Brandon Samuka, National Security Advisor to the President. You have Dr. Alexander Nuta, Minister of Agriculture. You have Mandela Cooper, Minister of Labor. There are a lot of names, man. These names and the position is kind of, I don't know. We'll come and discuss them one by one. And then we have Lila M. W. Brown, Minister of Gender and Children Affairs. And then you have Sylvester Grisby, Chief of Protocol. And you have Corona Crow, Minister of State without portfolio. And these are 20 names. Like we said, we try to check on the authenticity of this list to see whether or not this list is authentic. And we were able to talk to 5 people on this list. And most of them told me that they have not been asked directly by the president-elect, but the case was just as when I talked to them, that a lot of people have been calling them to also find out. But 2 of the 5 people that we spoke to confirmed us. We're not going to call it because they asked us not to do it. We're not going to confirm the 2 people, but 2 of the people confirmed to us, yes, they were being asked. And they believe the list is authentic. But they also added that they can freely and safely speak for themselves because they don't know our other names because they didn't want to also confirm for other people. So if you go back to the list here, you have number 1, number 2, number 3, 4, 5, all the way to 20 people. And people also need to understand that not all of the names here are well known by a lot of people. Some of the names are not, popular name. Some are very popular. And beyond that, there are a lot of popular people too within the cycle of the president-elect that we didn't see their name here, we didn't hear their name here. It doesn't mean that they may not get position. If this list is authentic, it may not mean that, it doesn't mean that they may not get position. There are a lot of government is big. But here, I did not see Minister of Internal Affairs and a few other agencies and director positions. And there might still be some ministry left, that are not mentioned here. And probably this list too could not be, it may not be 100% authentic, but there might be some names here that are for real, that we're going to see them serving in those positions. However, it doesn't hurt talking about the names that we are looking at here. Somebody will ask, who is Josiah F. Jokai Jr. to be considered for Minister of State for Presidential Affairs? I know him, like I know a lot of people here. And he was one of those people, he's one of those people that was very vocal when it came to George Weah and his presidency. He's a former member of the Allen government, I guess. And he also supported Joseph Jima Boakai. I don't know. I can't tell to the extent he supported. I think for the most part, he used to be in the back. And only Joseph Boakai know who did what for him in terms of making him president. So I know he used to live here, or he lives here. In fact, he's one of those people. This guy calling me from France, my man. We haven't started a conversation yet. But since the overseas call, hello? Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala barakatuh. Who's this?
Ibrahim Barry.
Ibrahim Barry, you calling from France? Where?
I'm calling from France.
Yeah, but we haven't started taking call yet. But anyway, go ahead. What's going on?
Who am I talking to? I think I make a mistake.
All right, you're talking to SK. You're talking to SK. We are on a live show right now, so you are live. And if you do, if you don't mean to talk to me on live show, then just hang up.
Okay. No, I wanted to call my brother Ibrahim Barry. I think I make a mistake.
All right. You are wrong. Sorry. Yeah. The reason why I took that call because it's an overseas call. Maybe they got information to share with us from Paris. So, like I said, Josiah was one of those first people, if it's not first or second, third people, to have an interview with SKTV when we started on the phone. I remember him. So when I saw the name, I'm like, I know this person. So we got a lot of information about this person. At that time, he was very vocal. He even refused to refer to Joseph, to refer to President Weah as a president. He was being attacked. He was insulted. He was under fire from the CDC for not even recognizing, the president at the time, George Manneh Weah. But then, after a while, he wrote a book. And we advertised that book here on SKTV. And that book was also on Amazon. I think the book was one of the best sellers as well on Amazon. So much, we don't know much about him in terms of his work ethics or record, but to know him as a person, yeah, we do. So Dr. Louis Porto, we've heard the name, but not having a lot of information on that person. Third person, John Molu. for finance and development planning, John Molo is a household name in Liberia, especially when it comes to finance. John Molo was the Auditor General appointed by Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. And John Molo got a lot of documents on his desk when it comes to auditing. So, and John Molo has been actually under attack for the past few weeks since the election of Joseph Njima Boakai. And John Molo is very close to Joseph Njima Boakai. He was also in Ghana. And SKTV reported that there was a fight. There was a lot of attack on John Molo and Amara Kone and other people from within the Joseph Boakai, surrounding. So John Molo been auditing everybody when it comes to finance. So if John Molo is going to be the one to be the finance minister, so he's going to be under a lot of scrutiny, a whole lot of scrutiny. Is he going to be corrupt? We don't know. Is he going to be fair? We don't know. But with the Liberian people, a lot of people will see him as a reasonable pick. I'm not going to say best or good, but a reasonable pick because of the fact that he's been in the vanguard of fighting corruption by auditing those people who were supposedly corrupt and came down with some documentation that exposes a lot of people for a potential investigation or prosecution. So John Molo being considered, if this list is real, then definitely it will be an interesting pick. And then Ami Moda also is also a household name in Liberia. He's the former chairman of the Unity Party. He's also a business person, a business-minded person. A lot of people also found him as a reasonable pick. Whether a good one, bad one, I don't know. It's up to the Senate to confirm. But I also know him. And I know exactly who he is. He's kind of cool, kind of man. I like that. And he's a businessman. I don't know what he will do as a minister of commerce, but we know exactly who he is. And he is a business person. And he is not like outsider when it comes to the Unity Party. He is a former chairman of the Unity Party that was replaced by Reverend Luther Tappet. So we have Ben Vakpana woman, Minister of National Defense. This name is not like a popular name. I know exactly who that person is. But for that person name to come up as a possible Minister of Defense, some people ask, but who is this man? To decide who is the best person that he can trust. Because these positions are positions that are to be appointed by the president, and they work at the will and pleasure of the president. The president can appoint or dismiss any of these people at any time. It looks like maybe we are ready, I believe. Let me know. Give me a signal when you're ready. I guess Mabel's getting ready there. Let me see.
That one. The very next year news on the station will be at 8 o'clock on tonight, by which time we're going to join our newsroom to bring you 45 minutes of news. So, folks, we are continuing with the program, the SKTV, up to 8 o'clock on tonight. Sekou and Cyrus Slamane, we're back after the news bulletin.
Thank you so much. And it looks like Sekou Aminata Kwana was waiting for you to for the radio to come by. He looked like the man wanted to be on the radio too.
The guy was listening. It's like, in fact,
It looked like the man was listening for the message. You know what? Let me save my data. Show them on the radio.
Yeah, and that's the best thing to do is Sekou. Anyway, thank you. And yeah, so you were talking in fact, we've been following all of the things and so on. But I wanted to ask one of the questions about all of the people that were maybe seen at the house of the president-elect as to what I want to be were part of the team.
Actually, we were not told as to those that were there by name, but like I told you, I try to actually remain neutral when it comes to that election. I know a lot of people there, and they're all my friends, and most of them are playing game with each other, and that I know. And some of them confessed to me as to what happened. They committed to certain people, but they're not going to vote for that. They're going to do that. They're going to do that because the person is X, Y, and Z. I'm not going to go into all of that. But I can tell you it's going to be crazy. At the end of the day, this vote going to be on Monday.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And what's going to happen? It's going to be, this is what you call it? It's going to be a secret ballot.
Yes, indeed.
So it doesn't matter the commitment. It doesn't matter the money you give. It doesn't matter whatever they tell you, the signature, this and that. It doesn't matter because you're not going to know how this person voted.
No.
No matter what. Anybody can swear to you. They can say anything to you. They can swear on the Bible. They can swear on the Quran. Blah. Whatever they do there behind the scene.
I like that fly.
Yeah. Whatever they do behind the scene, that's what you get. So yes, Melbourne, while you guys were on the news bulletin, we have a list that we receive.
Okay.
And like we said earlier, we are not sure on the authenticity of this document.
Okay.
Because SKTV will always like to make it clear.
Indeed.
We try to actually confirm the list. We were able to talk to 5 of the people that their name on this list. Some of them confirmed, 2 of them confirmed that yes, indeed, they have been talked to, and somehow, the name over there is not surprising to them. But 3 of the people say, other people be calling me too, Sekou. Other people be calling me. Other people sending the list to me. Oh, you the third person, you the 5th person calling me now. People asking me, but I'll be happy if my name make it on the list. Is it so? Other people, we have 20 names. So other people, we were not able to get to them. But this list is now far away from something that Liberian people are expecting. Because there are some names here that will certainly come up. So since you were doing the news bulletin and we were reading the names, we promised to come back and read the names while Liberian people are listening to on the radio. That doesn't mean that other Liberians that were listening, they are not Liberians. But we just want to make sure people that are not privileged to be on Facebook, on YouTube, or Instagram, or any of the social media that listen only on the radio, they are also privileged to the information. So we have 20 people listed for potential cabinet position. Number 1, Josiah F. Jokai Jr., Minister of State for Presidential Affairs. Dr. Louis Porto, Minister of Health and Social Welfare. John S. Molu II, Minister of Finance and Development Planning. Ben Vakwana Woman, Minister of National Defense. Samuel Kofi Wood, Minister of Public Works. Sarah Beslow, Nyanti, Minister of Foreign Affairs. Laruman S. Newton, Minister of Youth and Sport. Robert Wimon Pade, Minister of Information, Cultural, let me see, Minister of Information,
Cultural Affairs and
Tourism. So let's go. Let's go back. Then you have Patrick Honor, Press Secretary to the President. Councillor Kopo Kra, Minister of Justice. Abraham Kroma, Inspector General of the Police. Gregory Common, Commissioner of Liberia Immigration Service. Browning Samuka, National Security Advisor to the President. Dr. Alexander Nuta, Minister of Agriculture. Dr. Emmanuel Ure Yapaolo, Minister of Education. Lilai M. Pogoyu. I'm sorry. Pogoyu, Minister of Gender and Children Affairs. And you have Sylvester Grisby, Chief of Protocol. Cornelia Crow, Minister of State without portfolio. 20 people there, 20 names. So with these names, we were able to talk to 5 people. 3 of them said they will be happy if their name is there, but they never been talked to. But 2 of them confirmed to SKTV, yes, they were talked to and they were promised that they will be, shortlisted. If confirmed, they will serve in those positions. So Steve, welcome. And Sekou Aminata Kone is also here today. Steve, he did his introduction. I don't know whether you follow it. Now I'm here also with the big man, the boss man, Charles Slim Mane. And also the man who's making things possible, everything possible in Labrador there, called on the Truth FM, Mr. Johnson Mayborn Kula. Everybody's here, my man, waiting for you, Steve. The man who call Fire for Fire. So everybody's here and everybody's ready to roll. So what do you make of the list, Steve?
Let me start.
If this list is authentic, so we were going through the list to tell people who know what we know about these people, but then we were not on the radio, so we'll do that. We'll go by them one by one, line by line. We'll call their name. We'll tell them. But again, there are some names here on this list that we have some information on them that are very, very damaging information that we believe I'm being honest, we believe if we unveil those information, I don't think the Liberian Senate will be in their right mind to confront some of those people. Let me add, we are not going to call their name, we're not going to bring out their bad news unless it's confirmed by the government, the incoming government, that these are the names. Then definitely we will bring the dirty laundry out. Just so you know, some of the information are very, very damaging, very damaging. And I don't think like many people will even allow some of those people to serve in the capacities that they have been, discussed about. So if I just wanted to add that before we go into the conversation. But we're not going to do that right now. We're going to keep those information until you are confirmed now. Okay, yeah, depending on the list, so the man going to be there. They will tell, okay, who is this man here?
Yeah.
They will put all the
Thank you. Thanks to the folks watching us on social media and other platforms. Thanks to the Liberian people listening to us on True FM. Many of them are following. Even as we speak now, key politicians some of the people we're talking about on this list, they're watching, they're following SKTV. You know, they're glued, they're tuned. That's a good thing. Even people that criticize or some of them are watching from distance, it's a good thing. But as always, the Liberian people are the most important people on earth. And the Liberian women are the most beautiful women in the entire world. And nobody can argue. Not even Sekou Aminata Kone will be able to argue that one. And he will be put in a situation again, you know. But let me give my take on our listing really quick, because we will, like Sekou said, once the incoming administration confirm the names of some of those people on there, or confirm that list as, hey, this is authentic, this is realistic, and then, you know, we'll get into the conversation with them individually, because we got to present their resumes, we got to scrutinize them individually. Remember, we said CDC brought in a lot of incompetent, inept, corrupt people, and sometimes some people even blame some of the people that Joe we are brought around him, because I know like people, some of us were good at making excuses for other people who say the man under the president didn't know about it. He just brought all the criminals there around him. The president didn't know about it, but the president, you know, brought it on board, right? So we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. But this list could also be, on the other hand, this list could also be a teaser to the public, because we've seen many different lists or news that have come up. For example, we saw Tiawan Gongo's name that was thrown out in the public for the very first time, and it got taken away. But there are few names on our list that are consistent. For example, all of the lists that have been coming up, Cyril Bevelo's name has always been around. You know, so that has been consistent, right? We've also seen John Malou. John Malou's names have been around. John Malou's name has been around. We've seen whether that Mo Ali or Patrick Honda. We've seen the names around. So that's an indication that, you know, these guys would be in administration or in executive to some extent, right? And there are a couple of people too that names been thrown around, what are in the first 2-3 listings have been thrown in the public. But Mr. Cunningham, the list itself doesn't concern me that much. Let me tell you what concerns me. And I think this will be the genesis or the beginning of open revolt, open problem. Because right now everything is kept tight-lipped and everybody keeping it inside. This will be where people will be disenchanted. Remember, every time the Unity Party writes a statement, they will say the Unity Party and its alliances. In other words, there are other people who help the Unity Party, whether it is the ARCO, whether it is the MPR, whether it is the Yombli SAR, where a couple of people that were, you know, taken away from the Liberty Party, that you know, and whether it's other people who supported them, right? This listing, in my view, and this is my personal view, this is not a view of SKTV, do not reflect, in my view. I looked at the list last night, I read through it. This listing do not reflect all of the people who brought the Unity Party to power. How many ARCO people on our list? But people, look, this is bigger than we think. It's not just about the list. It's not just about the individual name. How many people from different parties or from different alliances are on there to represent? If this list is confirmed, will this be the beginning of disenchantment? Will we see disenchanted people speaking out? Folks, and that is mean at the angle I come.
Let me just interject. Let me speak to that a little bit. Yeah, you know, if this list is confirmed, this is just the beginning. Government is very big, and this might be some of the most important ministry, some of it, if not, yeah, most of it. However, there are a lot of director positions, managing directors, and also other positions. And speaking of United Party Alliance, Councillor Kopo Craw is from MDR. As a matter of fact, chairman of MDR. He was the one that was fired by George Weah from the Ministry of Post and Telecommunication. And he been considered, if this is correct, as Minister of Justice. It means that the MDRO will get the Ministry of Justice, if this list is correct. There are other, also, I don't know, and most of the people here in terms of their party affiliation, but there are a lot of names that were expected in so many areas that are not, that in this list kind of misplaced. However, for example, the Ministry of Defense, the name there was not anywhere mentioned before this list. If it comes to Minister of Commerce, I mean, would that be mentioned maybe countless times? Almost all the listing, like you rightly said, all the listing mentioned Ami Moda for possible commerce. Either people are doing it by coincidence or they're doing it purposely, they're doing it simply because the man is a businessman and his attachment with this incoming government, but his name has been always there. But then, A.B. Krumah, as Inspector General, or Gregory Koma for Commissioner of Immigration Service, those names are not strange. Those names been thrown around. You listen to the Unity Party echo chamber. What the guy named? What's his name? Eugene Fangon. Say A.B. Krumah and Gregory Koma. They now when they catch the ground, right? So those names that they've been, putting those names around. So Patrick Horner, like he said, Patrick Horner names being around to be considered for press secretary, that would not be a surprise as well. But Wilmer Pay, minister, give me everything that we know. Also, Mandela Cooper being considered, if this list is right, for labor.
What, Mr. Kenneth?
So like I said, we will go through all these names later on, and we will tell the people exactly, what we know in terms of who they are. But when it comes to scrutinizing them and putting up their record, we're not going to do that right now. We'll do those things in the future. But let's hear from you, Steve. Then we'll go to Sekou. Let's hear what he thinks about some of these names.
Let me make
Saras.
Let me make this point. First of all, I think the need to the appointment. I hear people keep saying the country is divided. I would encourage the Unity Party to make appointments that will reflect, if possible, all aspects, all areas, all tribes, religion of the country as an effort to show symbol or some semblance of unity. That's the first part. That would be my recommendation. My second recommendation would be the people you put in place would send a message as to what you intend to do or not. That's critically important. Let's take, for example, Justice Ministry. If you were to put Otiawan Bongo to Justice Ministry, it shows that to some extent maybe you're serious about justice and accountability. Because, like Tiawan Gongo or not, he speaks with a rule or he speaks with an issue to some extent, right? If you were to put if you were to agree for, let's say, the people in the House of Representatives, let's say they made a deal and Thomas Fala becomes the assistant minister, let me say the assistant minister, becomes the deputy speaker, and you have Richard Kuhn as the speaker, right? What you're saying, is you're not ready to change anything yet, especially when it comes to budgeting and how the money being in the country is being ran. Because Thomas Falana only has been on top of ways and means. He understands all the shenanigans in the House. Thomas Falana has been a key player. In fact, through the early administration, Thomas Falana and the vice president-elect work closely together, and they are going to be working closely together again. And you say corruption will leave from the legislature, you got to be joking. So I'm saying this to say that if surely the Unity Party came to change things, I would encourage them to create a situation where there will be balance of power. Why even fight for Richard Kuhn to be in charge? Why should one party be in charge of the CDC? It puts more pressure on you. It creates more skepticism, and it's not a strategic way to go. I'm being very honest. It's not a strategic way to go. So I'll leave it at that. But those means, like you said, Mr. Connett, for me, I don't want to take them at face value. I will wait until the official one come up. But in the meantime, for the benefit of the doubt, because this is in the public, we can also reflect on it and discuss some of the means that are on it, because they've been reflected in different listings have been coming out. No, don't mind it. Also, too, there are some people that are pitching for jobs. Now, Mr. Kenneth, imagine if you throughout the whole campaign season invested your resources, started talking to them about the possibility will win. They will send me to commerce. But then out of a sudden, they take a Moda and put him in front of you. And then they tell you to telepost communication. You'll be disenchanted. That will be honest. Because that means they sure you're eating more, right?
Oh, but I'm a pay minister of less than month.
But I want to say now, we eat that right now. But anyway, thank you for
so let's go to Sekou Corner here. Sekou Aminata here. My man, what do you think about the list, man? I mean, the list, like you said, the list, we are not sure whether it's 100% authentic, but there's some names there that we know they will certainly, surface, when the list becomes official.
So thank you, CEO. And one thing I want you to understand from the Liberian politics is that whenever you see rumors spreading on social media, that rumor has 20% truth. And many a times that rumor comes to the spotlight when there's a disenchantment. So perhaps that list may likely be 70% authentic for the fact that there are people who were in that meeting and their names come out. Some of them have disenchantment, and they may want to bring that to the spotlight so the public can, give their views about the listing. But I think basically in Liberia, many a time elected president take into consideration two things when it comes to the appointment. And I want us to look at our two things and look at those that are designated to be appointed. One, elected officials take into consideration your competency plus your experience and your political consideration. Many appointments in Liberia, when it comes to presidential appointments, sometimes are based on your competency, your experience, and your qualification, and political consideration. During the 6 year of CDC focused more on political consideration than competency and experience. Now let's look at the list. Let's look at the person that should be appointed to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Sarah Benso Yanti. Sarah is the political leader or standard bearer of the African Liberation League. She participated in the just ended presidential election. This lady has served the UN circle for over 40 years. So it means she understands international politics and she has experience when it comes to international connection. So basically, Sarah 1 has been considered politically for the fact that she supported Joseph Imapwaka and she is also qualified and she is experienced. Basically, her name is mentioned to foreign affairs. While other names are not mentioned to foreign affairs, but only Sarah Yanti Beso. It's a clear indication that there may be 70% truth in the appointment of Sarah to Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Now let's look at Patrick Honda. This man comes from the background of communication. He once served the Labrador Broadcasting System. He served as communication person for Firestone. And this man has been 1,000% supporter of Joseph Imabwaka. While no other person name is mentioned, designated for the press secretary position, but only Patrick Honda. So it's a clear indication that even Bwaka is to make appointment, Bwaka will take into consideration your qualification, your competency, and your political consideration. When it comes to qualification and experience, Patrick Honda is qualified and he is experienced. Political consideration, Patrick Honda supported Joseph Imabwaka. So Patrick Honda is clear that even you will not be appointed for press secretary position, but you may get appointment based on these two aspects. Now, let's come to Robert Padden. Yeah, I know that Robert Padden was one of those who supported United Party. He started the struggle of this entire road funding. He has been into the campaign activity follow Joseph Imabwaka. So by virtue of the fact and by political consideration, Robert Padden will get minister job. Now, let's also look at Lama Yanton. Lama Yanton has been a resident of District Number 12, where I live. He was to contest in a just ended election, but withdraw from the process to focus on Joseph Imabwaka. Quite recently, Lama Yanton had a wedding program at Farmington, and we've been told that Yama Lanton is now transferring his entire family to Liberia. So it's a clear indication that Lama Yanton has 90% assurity that he will get a job in the United Party government. That is the reason Lama is transferring his entire family to Liberia. And look at the position that Lama has been designated for, Ministry of Youth and Sport. It's a young guy, very educated, 1,000% ideological supporter of Joseph Imabwaka. So for me, I know Lama Yanton personally, and I can tell you that, yes, indeed, there will be no other position that Bwaka will appoint Lama Yanton to apart from the Minister of Youth and Sport. Let's look at Madam Topa, a resident of District Number 13. She has been a daughter to Joseph Imabwaka. So for the fact that Bwaka did not look at no other position but Minister of State with our portfolio, let's look at Bwaka and her relationship over the years. And let's look at the position she has been appointed to, Minister of State with our portfolio. It's a clear indication that there's an 80% truth in this list. And one thing I can tell you, CEO, I think if this list is not authentic 100%, but this listing with the individual and the position they have been appointed to, this list is 80% authentic. Maybe based on the conversation of SKTV, they may want to do shift in the appointment, but I can simply say this listing is 80% authentic.
Wow. Thank you so much. That was very brilliant. Maybe, my man, what do you think, man? What do you think about this list, man? We're not sure of anything yet, but some of it makes sense.
Sekou, and let me say thanks to all of our viewers and that of our panelists on the show. Thanks to our team. Indeed, when you were reading out the names, I was like wondering as to, yes, indeed, Liberia, we are getting there. Anyway, my colleague Sekou Aminata Kone just said everything. I think, I concur with him. And, but I will move forward. We still have to wait a little bit, when they say we got to wait. Maybe sometime they will make it a noise now. Sometimes maybe there'll be some names that Sekou will say that they want to, bring back and say, no, I think there are names, maybe there will be noise. So let's wait until maybe the 22nd of this month and see from the 22nd, 23rd up to 24th, up to 25th and see the kind of names that will be posted out there. Because mind you, the first name you will post, or maybe that you will tell the people about, or in fact that you're going to send out, that name's going to send out a clear warning as to how serious you are. That name's going to send out a strong warning that indeed you are indeed prepared for a better change. So you gotta be careful, mind you, because we were here, my brother, myself, Sekou, and other Saruman. We were here when the CDC, or in fact, President Weah were doing his nomination, and there were two nominations that President Weah did, or appointment that President Weah did, that almost everybody was happy, was the education minister, Dal Sonny, and Sonny, and this former, in fact, he's right now, he's the head of EPA. How they call him? Oh, sorry, his name coming to my mind. Yes, but
What
indeed,
position? For what position?
EPA boss,
Choco?
Winston Tapper. No, I think
Oh,
Winston
was it?
Tapper, right? Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
So Winston Tapper, these were two names when President Weah sent out, indeed, the entire country people were happy that yes, indeed, because they were veterans here and there, but today they perform in fact, I don't even know how to even describe it, but very poorly. So indeed, let's watch and see. For me,
All right.
let's just watch and see what's going to
Maybe
happen
maybe
next.
say let's watch and see. So pretty much, let's go to Saros. Before we go to Saros, those that were promised, whether it's ACO, whether it's vote, whether any other so-called alliance, I'm not sure what they're going to get, but we were informed that ACO was promised at least two ministerial positions. Now ACO name is not here. Also, we were told that when Prince Johnson said he's going to, actually reduce his ambition in terms of how many ministerial positions, he said at least two, and some director and deputy ministers positions. Yet, maybe ACO going to get deputy position, but yet all these names now, like the way Sekou said that probably from the conversation here, some the list could change, but the conversation will continue. Saros, what do you make of the list?
Yeah, so basically everybody has said it all, like in regards to the list, Manasera Besler Yanti Nim has been in the Puebla for a very long time. And I think one of the people that's supposed to be a contender to her were this former finance minister, Augustine Kafuan. That name I heard in the Puebla as well. But Manasera Besler Yantini has been, and Leseku said, in addendum to what he said, she comes with a lot of experience. She has been on the international, she understands geopolitics. So yes. But let me, go with what Steve said. If the president wants to appoint, if the president wants to start with reconciliation, I think he should, because they also understand that the rescue government will be a government of inclusion. So I mean, this is just a bit of those names. There are more of these names to come out. And for Women Pete at Lensman, when in terms, I don't know his qualification, but I know he's a geologist. That's what he did. He graduated from the University of Liberia. But for a Women Pete, no, I found on that.
Somebody say,
For when it comes,
somebody said that he's qualified though. Somebody just said that on SKTV that the man is well trained and qualified. So
yeah,
it's
in terms
emergency
qualification is another thing.
Woman is the well trained geologist and
Yeah, that I
he
know.
worked at the mines, less mine before. So
Yeah, that I know. But in terms of I would
well,
not
I
be
think
too
I
exact.
wasn't even looking at qualification. I was looking at record. But
Record, yes, that's
yeah.
exactly what I was about to speak to. I was looking at record, not in terms of qualification. So in terms of record, I frown on that. Uh, but Amin Muda I've been hearing his name in the Puebla. So like you said, CEO, basically the same thing you said. We will not come out with, we will not come out here to laundry their attitude to elaborate people until this particular list is authentic because authenticity, it has to be authentic, 100% to Liberian people. But I can tell you, whatever that comes out in speculation in Liberia, likely 70% to be true. So that I can tell you, that I can assure you. So I mean, like, let's wait to see what if the names are authentic, then we can speak,
Okay.
more to
Let,
these
let's
names.
let's 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 do this. Let's do this quickly. Since we're going to be
Let's see
here.
what Sarah's talk about Wemope, and Wemope is qualifying his experience, and I think Baka don't want to make a mistake that Ellen Johnson Sally made against Wemope. What brought the dispute between Ellen and Wemope was that when Ellen appointed Wemope to be deputy minister, and Wemope believed that he was the Secretary General of the Unity Party back then, and that position was too low for his qualification, and he turned it down. So I think Baka don't want to make a mistake by appointing Womope as deputy minister, but rather minister proper.
Well, let's go to Mabel. Let's take a few calls before we leave the radio. Mabel, if you're available, let's take a few calls.
Yes, it is a 07.
Let's 30 seconds each. Let's just get the perspective
yes,
of
it is 0778-339-682.
Just 30 seconds.
0778-339-682, 30 seconds. Yes, indeed. Forget about all the kind of
let it tell us,
0778 0778-339-682. Maybe you hear some of the gist and all the gossips. Also about the listings that are already out. 0778-339-682. I better say 0770-203125. You're calling me on my line 2 and technology. So let me get to the one. Hello? Yeah, my brother, go ahead. Your name and from where, Jones?
I'm David S. Bishop Circle. I'm calling for the program room.
Okay.
Yeah. The names that keep no problem whatsoever. All the names that the president sent in, I'm almost at the about all those names down to all the woman thing. I'm not the place where the president elected for administration. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much. We love all of the names that have been placed on the listing. Today's caller, good evening. Yeah, my brother, go ahead quickly. Your name and from where, Jones? Okay, go ahead, Chief. Thank you so much to Emmanuel Sano. Emmanuel.
Yeah, good hearing everyone. Good hearing to Uncle Circle and the other guests in studio.
Yeah, go ahead, Chief.
I want to tell Mr. Brother, thank you for the labor. I will prefer Honorable Telephone to go as Chief Justice because they are going to understand that range. And also, I want him to not just tell the unit, but then look in the camp of the ANC, also qualify people who were in CV because who have people that the board of NAFA.
NAFA boss Emma Glasgow, right?
Yeah, Emma Glasgow, yeah.
All right, thank you so much to this caller. Good evening.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing? Your name and from where, John? Quiet, quick, no time.
Yeah, my name can fire Papa. I can call it on New Georgia SK. Yeah, you want to say thank you to you people there, me from Kula to the other people there. Because they can talk in the radio, Waka will pray that Waka can appoint people there on the government. Everybody will pray that Waka can succeed. Because Waka is not succeed, say yeah to your year, he can make it go. So thank you, plenty. Thank God it can teach you your tune. Thank you.
Thank you too also for being part of the the Callers Association. Is the no smoke one. So this caller, good evening. 6 years to go. Yeah, go ahead.
My name is Emmett. I call from my driver resident. Regarding the issue of government of inclusion, I think it's a very good step in promoting our democracy. And I look forward to the incoming government. But one thing we should not forget is that all of those names that are coming up, like you said in your analysis, just reacting the same thing, unfortunately for him, the Liberian people were disappointed. And Waka coming on board, this thing is all about Liberia and Liberians. Please, if the president elects a point any of you, please just leave them to go, just leave the club, just leave them chasing those little girls there, and focus on your job to take the country forward.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. We take 1 or 2 more calls over. The line keep blinking from back to back. Let me see. Seku is not the call association can be too interesting. 0778339 or you can call on the other side too, in the thing where you were talking in the Lufian. So that's call. Good evening. My brother, we okay, thank God.
We're not hearing that person now.
Yeah, your alarm is just breaking in and out, and it's coming from you find it's saying right to the plantation. You calling from on the plantation from Firestone. Now they're waiting the join us. So let's call her quickly. Good evening. Hello. Yeah, Chigwa. Okay, quickly, no time.
Thank you for the analysis. What you are nothing over there is true. But the appointment we're going to remember the information you said about Barclay. Those people that are thinking some other year, of course, we are not going so well. Now we go so we are not them going go so. Those people for the BG one, some of them to make position. So those people that put in position, they will take they will not be the senior level that let them put them, let them put that someone is showing and let it done.
Okay, thank you. The mommy went well close. What is what be sweeping? Thank you, Chief. So we gotta go. Seku, no time. 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
So yes, thank you everybody for calling. Tomorrow we will open the line a little early because we're going to be discussing these names in deep because we will be getting more information today, and we'll make more calls to authenticate the information. The best we can do right now is to, think through these names. But one thing I can assure you, all of the names that we heard, we're going to dig deeper on all of them. Some of them we already got information years before even today. But we keep most of our information for the right time. There are some names with some very damaging information that we will keep until it is confirmed that yes, these are the names. Before they can make it to the House of the Senate for confirmation, then we will definitely talk about them.
Good.
So that all can know, the senators can know, the people can know who they are and what are their records, whether or not they fit for the position that they are designated to serve. But yes, indeed, I want to say thank you to you, Melbourne, and the entire team of Truth FM there in Liberia. We are still going to be here on the show, even we'll leave the radio. We're still going to take some calls here in the diaspora. If you're also in Liberia, you can also call. We don't mind. But I want to say thank you to you, Melbourne. Unless you want to say something lastly before you go.
All I can say is thank you so much, and thanks to our team for job well done, and thanks to all Liberians. Indeed, we'll wait and see, as you already said, and indeed those people that will be appointed, and when a confirmation, then we can now come up with our own observation about them, their own trial records and so forth. Then I think yes, indeed. But howbeit, like some of our own Liberians were saying, please, if you are given opportunity to serve well, and don't be like other people who are bluffing here and there, according to them. So thank you so much.
So maybe before you leave, why always you want us to wait, maybe? Why always you want us to wait? Let wait.
Yes, thank you, Seku. My late grandmother used to say, you got to go on the tree before you make up the leaf. Even though we start hearing about animal farm, this and that, all kind of parables, everything just coming out. So we gotta wait. We got look. So we got more work to do. So let's wait. Let's wait too much.
All right, Melbourne. Thank you so much.
Yeah, good night.
Yeah.
Good night.
So somebody say we should repeat the list. We are going to do that since it's not going to take us any time to do that. But before we do that, it looks like you guys need to be reminded, our SKTV fans and supporters. Myself too, I just sitting here, I forgot it. You know, you got forgot now to support SKTV. When somebody now, one lady came and sent us $18 and reminded me, say, oh, yeah, you're not asking the people then to do what they're supposed to be doing. Every day you come here, we're supposed to be supporting, but now people kind of forgetting. And I heard I can't hear about any more support and this and that. But the person I'm gonna call her name is a female. She sent $18 to the cash app of SKTV. I want to say thank you to that person. I was going to call your name, but since you say we shouldn't call your name, I want to say thank you. We appreciate it. We appreciate your support to SKTV. So those of you who are yet to support SKTV, you are invited to do so. We have our cash app, Zelle, or you better yet, you can subscribe to our platform. All that will bring small change to SKTV. We can use for data, we can use for a lot of different things. The big fundraiser will come. We have a couple of people already volunteered to form part of the team or the fundraiser for the radio station project. We stay gathering more names. If you wish to participate, to be a volunteer to participate in the fundraising process for SKTV radio project, you are more than welcome to let us know. We already have few people, some of the good people already volunteered to be a part. If you wish to be a part, let us know. But in the meantime, they say dry means sweet. Dry dog means sweet, but before the meat got dry, you got to be eating something. So the support you've been doing with SKTV, you got to continue that small support until we can get the radio station project started. Let's get to Ben here. Ben, the undercover CDC. My man, what do you make of those names, my man?
Yeah, well, first of all, I'm calling you a personal number because the number you have up there is being routed to Steve, just so you know.
Oh, thank you for letting me know. Let me change it. Yeah, because you know Steve been on the show most of these days, so I'd never I'll change that right now. Yeah, but the good thing, you got my personal number.
Right.
But go ahead. Go ahead.
So, first of all, that's something I really want to find out because and this lady they call this Sarah Betty, I don't know.
Sarah Beslow Nyanti.
Beslow Nyanti. I don't really know her that much, but my question about like this and people in the offices for this long time, like what have these people really done that we can see and point to? Because all we can hear, all the person being here for 10, 15 years, but what has it really done for? I mean, when we're in those positions, do we really know, or it's just about how much time or how many years that person spent there? Now, the second thing is that it's about the guy who from Prince Johnson party. You gotta be very careful. If Prince Johnson gets that Ministry of Justice, then the World Crime Court, then that's another nail in there. That's another hammer they are putting there. So that whole crowd that is on the Prince Johnson team, if he takes the Ministry of Justice, that's going to be a problem. For those of us who really want the World Crime Court. So I hope that they do not give that to that Prince Johnson man party. That is definitely going to be a problem. But thank you.
All right, thank you so much. So, say what happened? This guy, Fofana guy, is saying, Sekou, when are you going to talk about? When are you going to start talking about your good friend that you let down during the heat of the campaign, Senator Yomli Lawrence? You missed a great opportunity. Come on now, who told you I let Yomli down? You don't know anything. Yomli is a friend. And Yomli is not my only friends. I got a lot of friends. So stop talking nonsense, man. That beginning, I don't know, man. How did you know Yomli is my friend anyway? Yeah, they come off of that troublemaker. Yeah, I didn't let nobody down, man. All my friends are still friends. Politics is not like that. Yomble is still a friend. Yomble families and Yomble or their family, we still friends. So don't be that your politics. They begin just because they support Joseph Parker. So anything happy during the campaign, they stay holding on to the campaign. Forget about that thing. All my friends are normally still a friend. So don't come and talk about this a missed opportunity. What kind of opportunity? I don't even know that. Yeah, so with regards to the names, so those that were calling actually the other number that was being routed to Steve, I already make the adjustment. Now the calls will come here. We get all of them. We got all the numbers here. So those of you that called earlier, I saw some missed call. Actually, some people be calling that number. It will be routed to Steve. So you can call any of the number 480-862-0783. I mean, let me pin it. 480 is 862-0783, and then or you can call 480. Okay, I get this call right here. I think this is sgtruggle. My man, you're the one who calling. You gotta be contributing to SKTV, man. When one person contributed and then somebody sent $10 just now. Thank you to that person. Because if someone can be on the show, Saros mini can you finish. Yeah, I gotta do something to send money to Saros. so you gotta make sure, man. You keep your putting on the help SKTV, man.
Mr. Kane, you wreck me, Sarah.
Then you don't want can put the trouble on. All the other people, even their mini feeling said, you don't want they can call. This CEO, the 7 minutes. Even this morning, somebody tell me they're going to the interview, but they got no money in their phone. I gotta save money. So when I got money, I got money. My team don't know when I don't got money. All they know is that I gotta provide it so they can do the job. So, yeah. So yeah, Segu, go ahead. sgtruggle.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, CEO, SKTV CEO.
Hey man. But man, can you guys forget about the CEO? You call me Segu, can you? Your SK? Oh my God. Okay. No problem. I will take it.
I commend you. Continue anytime to do.
Okay.
You deserve it. So let me go to the point. Mr. Kennan, thank you for your update on the 20 person who just called the cabinet minister for the new elected government. It's not surprising to me when people call a name. You can hear our people name their women like AB Coma, name surface among the 20 people. But politics is unfair. I'm not saying they should get all the position to Batingo people. I'm not saying that. And within marginalizing the conduct, I just want to make a wrong recommendation to Joseph Walker, the president-elect, that we have 7 ethnic groups in Lofa. The 6 are get position, the position in Lofa, except Batingo people have not set that position in Lofa County. So I'm recommending this to him. I'm not talking about how they set out their government, but they should look at this time around to appoint a Madingo mayor for Lofa County to be the superintendent of Lofa County. That way, in the party, we're coming from Kwadu Bone, and where they were funded. Really, after we were funding Kwadu Bone, the party was funding Kwadu Bone, but one Madingo may not serve in that position as the superintendent of Lofa County. I'm just reminding this on your platform. Why many people listen to it. I know he can watch it, so you will listen to what I'm saying. And this is the reason why we'll be in the opposition. But the marginalization not start yet. Look at the just called 20 people names. But only 80 command here.
No, I will repeat the names again because people want me to. Segu, I want me to send it to you so you can read them. Oh.
Yeah. So the struggle was going on. It was tough. The second one came out. Mr. Kamara, listening Kamara said, I will give my support of UP. It was not because somebody was the best candidate in the ring, but we thought why we were very close to get our support to him. But yeah, the appointment now they're doing. So how they always doing it.
Yeah.
I grew up being going all the years. This is why we are saying we're not supposed to sit up behind the back now. We're supposed to be looking at the biggest seat in the country. Nobody will be afraid to see you won't be president of that group. Nobody. We should be teamed up with the leadership of that country. Otherwise, nobody's going to look at you. You and myself. They always see that you must work and then come and sit over it. You must work so when everybody go, they fight for the country, they bring peace, they do this, they do that. They support our way. But if we come to serve the country, they don't want to recognize us. So this is the message. We all not supposed to be sitting around and make people to work for our country and they don't want to recognize you to in people key position. Okay? So if like for example, I would use last for like for example, Amana Edison there. She gave position to one person to hold two ministerial positions. Our American Finance and Minister of Economic Affairs. So the two positions of Window Amma, they had serious issue in what the woman had do that because the man qualified. They will have a lot of American coming to like that. In the
All right.
I mean, in the country, I qualified my new people there to do the job, but because the tribalism and tribal people, they put the tribal business into everything in our country. They will always go against us. But we're not sitting back.
So your recommendation to Joseph Nima Boakai is for Amadingo man to be superintendent for. So that all you can ask for. You ask him for small things, so maybe they will listen to that. Superintendent, they all providing for minister, deputy minister. So superintendent, that's okay.
I know they're going to post it on deputy minister. All the support they're going to get deputy minister to all the people, and that's will be that way.
No, but maybe Akko will get some assistant ministers. But from the start, we heard that Akko was supposed to get 2 ministerial position and some director position and managing director and also deputy ministers and assistant ministers.
Just look at what NPP was giving the support to CDC, when you have a to CDC. When CDC was coming to power, it didn't leave MPP out. It didn't leave MPP out.
All right, so let's leave it there. Let's leave it there, my brother. Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right. So, like we said earlier, since we complain about people supporting, I think, let me see. Yeah, 2 people sent us money, $18 and then, $18 and $10. I want to say thank you to those 2 people. And so Seku Aminata Kone is coming to read the names of people. Let's take this call right here. Hello, they person look like Uncle Pido. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Uncle P.
You see, he said you should save your number, so when you call now, I can tell who's calling.
Yeah, you're live, right?
Yeah, we're live.
Okay. Let me load the other phone down. So hold on 1 minute, Seku.
Yeah, you got to turn off the other line.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. All right, I turn off the other line. Seku.
Yeah.
Hello? Am I live?
You're live. You're live, and everybody listening to you.
Yeah, this is Uncle Pete, the man from all the campus. Your show is very, very interesting today.
Okay.
I've been watching it and listening to the names that are being announced on your show.
Okay.
So there are some names that I'm a little bit, I don't hear certain names.
Okay.
I don't know if mommy called them. A boy like George Lobo, boy like Vanessa Saki, boy like Eugene Fagon, and Mo Ali. I've not heard those names. These are guys that are interested in occupying positions in the Boakai government that are very, very, very active and work very hard in the for this Boakai administration. These 4 guys, let me say again, John Lobo, Mo Ali, Vanessa Saki,
Eugene Fagon?
Eugene Fagon. And again,
but government is too big, though. I think they will get they may get some position, but it's too early to tell.
Okay. Yeah.
Unless you wanted them to their name to be among these 20 names, but government is big.
At least some of them could be ministers. One of them. I think among them.
I was informed that Mo Ali want to go to the fishery. They won't go to where they put in can be catching the fish and something. They play Mo Ali won't go. I don't know where you want to go, but I want to hear though. Yeah.
Okay, and fellow came up.
And that one too, and that place got plenty of money too.
Oh, okay. Well,
And the way me I like to eat fish, when I go there, then my power ball because my ball will be taking care of the fish.
I do not want my Madingo. You know I'm a Madingo man. I'm all the.
Remember you all the trap. Go ahead.
I do not want my Madingo try to be marginalized. The Madingo worked so hard to put Joseph Boakai in power. I hope they will listen to me clearly. You saw how Mike Jabate worked exceedingly.
Yeah, maybe Mike Jabate will come out too. You never know.
For this government. Yeah, but the idea is I want a Madingo man to be either superintendent or one of the counties. You know, they always marginalize Madingo people. And I want a Madingo man to head a county.
Okay.
Never, I don't know.
But Madingo man was just the Minister of Internal Affairs. So on the job we are. So we can't say Madingo people always marginalized. So Madingo man was just the Internal Affairs Minister for all the counties now.
I'm talking about the counties.
Yeah, but Internal Affairs Minister controls all the county.
Yeah, okay. And he was Internal Affairs Minister, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Vanessa Lee.
All right, then that's not bad.
So yeah, but they wouldn't think about that. Jonah Joey Agami, he was the only minister proper. All the other Maningo that were there, they were all assistant minister and what have you, whatever. Few of them, yeah. So yeah, so I don't know what Joe Biden gonna look like.
I want to ask a question.
Go ahead.
Is it mandatory or is it legal that you have to be for the county before you become superintendent for that county?
No.
Because you know
No. It's at the discretion of the president. Whoever the president appoints, can serve. You don't have to come from that county.
Yeah, but you know, if development will go to these counties, we need to change that. That you can be a fireman, you be superintendent for Maryland. You can be a Grero man, you be superintendent for Cape Mount. You can be a Madingo man, you be superintendent for Cape Mount, vice versa. We need to
let me tell you something. Normally, I think we need to advocate for this. Our country should actually look at this. Position for superintendent supposed to be elected position. People should be voted, just like people can vote for governors in America here, right? Superintendents are like the governors of our countries.
Yes.
So we should be voting for them, but that's not how it looks in Liberia. People are appointed by the president. It shouldn't be like that, but that's how we do in Liberia. So because of that, the whole no loyalty to the country, they don't hold the country, they don't value the country, they don't respect the people there because they were appointed by the president. If they are being elected by the people and they know the people have the power to remove them, then they will do the good thing and they will do a good job.
Yeah.
You know.
This is why I'm making the recommendation simple. You can see the counties how they are underdeveloped. Development funds, when they put these people there, maybe they put a environment superintendent in a vice county or a guru man or a bassa man. The development funds, they use it privately. They do not develop the county. But I think if we can take a budget for a different county and make them superintendent in another county, they will be apprehensive to misuse the funds there. There will be a check and balance. But if you take people from the same county and make them superintendent, the development funds are being misguided. They're not using the development funds right. So I will recommend that the superintendent shouldn't be for the county before you can be superintendent. The president he must have the right to appoint anybody as superintendent for a county. And I think if you for a different county and you superintendent for another county, that way you will be cautious to have transparency, and because you know you're not from that county, and the people will be looking at you and watching you for development in the county. So that's my recommendation. I hope that people will adhere to that.
All right, thank you so much.
And thank you very much for your show. God bless. Allah bless you. God bless you, man. God bless all of you guys. You guys doing a good job. I'm thanking you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We appreciate it. So yes, like somebody said, Joseph Boakai or many people from Joseph Barker can follow SKTV and they can listen. They can take you from here. They can take advice. So if you are here and you have good information to share with them, you have good recommendation, you are more than um, we are more than happy to receive it, and you can rest assured we'll give you time to speak. So you're more than welcome to call in and give your advice or recommendation to Joseph Wakai, the president-elect. So the names that were announced, actually that is speculating because I can't say announced. The list, maybe we are, running ahead of ourselves. We don't know yet, but these names were sent to us from a very reliable source that these are potential names to be announced by the president-elect. Again, let's go back to it. Those of you who missed it. But again, don't forget to support SKTV by sending us cash app or Zelle to support us as we do all of these things, we have number one, Josiah F. Jokai, Jr., Minister of State for Presidential Affairs. Dr. Luis Quato, Minister of Health and Social Welfare. You have John S. Molu II, Minister of Finance and Development Planning. You have Ami Moda, Minister of Commerce and Industry. Ben Vakpana Woman, Minister of National Defense. Samuel Kofi Woods, Minister of Public Works. Sarah Beslow Janti, Minister of Foreign Affairs. Laramie S. Newton, Minister of Youth and Sport. Wilmot Pay, Minister of Lands, Mines and Energy. Robert Wilmot Pade, Minister of Information, Cultural Affairs and Tourism. So we can see that tourism is committee. Tourism. And then we have Patrick Honor, Press Secretary for the President. Councillor Cooper Crow, Minister of Justice. Ibrahim Krumah, Inspector General of the Police. Gregory Coleman, Commissioner of National Labrador Immigration Service. Brandon Samuka, National Security Advisor to the President. Dr. Alexander Nuta, Minister of Agriculture. Dr. Emmanuel Yuri Yapaolo, Minister of Education. Lilai M. Pukuyu Brown, Lila M. Pukuyu Brown, Minister of Gender and Children Affairs. Sylvester Grisby, Chief of Protocol. And then Cornelia Crow Tupa, Minister of State with our portfolio. So those are the names, 20 names. If you hear your party name, you hear your person name, you hear anybody name, now and then it's up to you. Yes, but we will continue to reach out to some of the names here. We'll also reach out to the key players that we can get to within the incoming government to confirm this information. We will do whatever we can. So wait a minute. So I don't know. All these people that name that you're hearing here, some of them confirm it to us. Some of them said they are happy to hear their name, but they don't know. Nobody have talked to them. And some of them said that they'll be happy, to hear their name, from the president himself directly. So yes, Saras, like you said, we have a lot of information about most of these people, if not all of them. We're going to dig deeper. We'll also research them. We are also open. If I know all those names that you just heard. If you know anything about them, that would be risky for them to serve as or in this position. Any of them, for that matter, let us know. Just make sure. Don't lie on anybody. Don't lie on anybody because you don't like them. Just make sure information you're providing to us are authentic. And we provide information to all, we're not just going to run it to the public. We will dig deeper. We will find that, we'll double check. We'll make sure the information you provide to us are fact-based and they are authentic and they are traceable. So that way, we'll have the opportunity to come and talk about them. Caller, what is your name and where are you calling from?
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you, my brother. Is Mohammed on the line. Mohammed, long time. From our Musa traditional Nikal group. The Makeme and Musa, the traditional wedding.
Okay. So you calling to participate on the show?
Yes. Long time. How are you, my brother?
I'm good.
Yeah, please, we'll see meet on the group this evening, 8 o'clock.
Okay. I'm sorry. Let me not put this on speaker. Hello, hey, I will call you, but I'm on the show, okay? Okay, I'm on the talk show right now. I'll call you back. Okay. I think you're on the show. You call it on the show, you say yes. Then you say, the group we're going to meet tonight. That was not a wedding group they're talking about. That wedding finished a long time ago. It was in November. That lady they called Miss William, that was fought. She the one brought this guy here. Because she was not here, nobody called us. Yeah. Oh, that Zoli Wesley brought him, right? I see. Yeah, man. That James David brought the guy. He don't want to say, can't call the guy, just can confuse everybody here. Yo, so
I think that Sita brother man.
Really?
That Sita Chelsea P Norris. Yeah, Sita brother man.
Oh. No problem. No problem. Now her. So we'll deal with that. So yeah, again, Taras, we got to leave it here for today. We already hit the 2-hour mark. So those of you who contributed, we say thank you. Let me see. Let me make sure so that I will not forget anything. Yeah, that's it, man. There are people there. One person saying $18, one person saying $10. We say thank you. We appreciate it. Yep, that's it. So unless you have something to add, we gotta leave it there for today.
So yes, Mr. Khan, yeah. So like you said, the SKTV has always been known as a fact-based, platform. So we're not going to go any further with the needs. But I can safely tell you that I personally would be interested in 2 people on that list. That is the RG AV Chroma, who serve as 1 or 2. I think you'll make a very fine Inspector General of Police, and the Foreign Ministry, Sarah Best Yanti. I think you make a very fine
Man, I'm sorry, not to cut you off. So yesterday, doing our research and contact, somebody very credible also told us that Sylvester Grisby is going to be the Minister of State for Presidency Affairs. And the person also confirmed that they believe Sarah is going to be the Foreign Affairs. So that kind of little bit twisted the list, having Josiah Jokai as Minister of State Presidency Affairs, and then having Sylvester Grisby as the Chief of Protocol.
Yeah.
Somebody told me yesterday, say, you know what, Sylvester for Chief of Protocol, that would be demotion for him because he served before as Deputy Finance Foreign Affairs Minister. He also served as State or Presidential Affairs before. So somebody said that could be like a demotion for him. But you know, the Liberia and a government position business, so long money inside, people sometimes don't care. But I just wanted to add that. Somebody just said that to hear. And I was told the same thing yesterday by a very credible, person, that Sylvester could potentially be the Minister of State for Presidential Affairs instead of Josiah Jokai. But whatever it is, we don't know what's going to happen. We'll see.
So yes, Mr. Kane, so when it comes to the police aspect, I will support the Abraham Nkrumah as an RG. He will make a very fun RG. Even though during the early regime, I think he had a problem with the US embassy. In regards to human rights violation, I will try to get a report, but I think he will make a fun RG because he's very strict, especially with Liberia being a country of no rule and order. I think Liberia need a high-hand person.
You got a lot of troublemaker in here. Someone there asking for King name, someone asking for Joe Lobo name, someone asking for Eugene Magon.
Yeah,
asking for
I'm very reading that.
Yeah, they asking for all the people they name. We're not the one that making the list.
Yeah.
If I was the one making the list, Prophet King name would be on the first. Honestly, if I was the one making, because Prophet King suffer for the government for George. Yeah,
I would disagree.
Prophet will be the first list to be the
position.
You want to be cultural ambassador.
I completely disagree. I completely disagree.
Disagree, but me, I agree.
Let that man return back to his regular position. That man coming nowhere near cultural ambassador. That man, I'm not.
You want to go Joseph Bagman? No, they make him call Joseph Bagman.
Mr. Kane, that's that man position. Mr. Kane, you also know that Liberia is a country of unique tradition and culture and value. You can't put a man
the man is fit. So the man is fit to be cultural ambassador for Unity Party government.
But the local chief is a kind of like he escaping from a keep travel.
Wow, I want to travel. Let me tell you, Prophet King of Peking. And Prophet King must say we don't have problem. We don't got problem. Even I brought him on the show. The man said, when I told the man, say, but man, can you just make the show without causing message? I come on your show here. I'm not going to cause that I move from here. I respect the show. If I think the consequence, the hard people going to go watch my show.
Yeah.
The causing part that want many people to gravitate to watch the show. And people that go there, they love it. So, yeah. So if I was the one to live with Joe Bagay, they can't. Let me tell you, you saw something last time when Prophet Key birthday came. Mo Ali posted Prophet Key birthday. In no time, more than 1,000 people were there wishing him happy birthday. The people love him. And I believe he will get some position. And he deserves it.
But but not a cultural ambassador.
My man, what position you get a man that
How can we get a man cultural ambassador who do not have yet to even hear us? So we can get a man cultural ambassador.
The man that cultural ambassador.
We
They can get a man cultural ambassador. Let it extend the Ministry of Information to create a section, a department that will be Marcos and Parcos section of Ministry of Information. Anybody we don't go and let our money. Man, cultural ambassador position. Let it open a department at the Ministry of Information. The president got the right to do that. They call it Ma and Parcos department. So we don't come here on SKTV or other area there to go be crazy as Joseph Parker for the wrong thing. Let it go there. And anybody who and the day Joseph Parker too step on the metal and make a lash Joseph Parker mind part. Yeah.
So I will support
give me some position. They may deserve to have a position.
No, but just for Ambassador Barker, any attempt for him to have a point, I think it will be dishonest on his part for the fact that we all know the role Prophet Key has played. So for the fact that for even Barker to think a point is somebody that Prophet Key, it will sound dishonest to many Liberians for the fact that this is a man consistently. This is a man who have denigrated and insult women to the higher degree. This man has insulted the president of the Republic of. Yeah.
Cool. I don't want to reduce the show to business, but let me tell you something. Prophet key supporters are women. People that back out for Prophet Key, people that do all the things for Prophet Key are women. So how will you move more than you believe? A lot of good women, they don't watch, they don't follow, they don't even care that Prophet Key exists. But most of the people there, like the United Party women know. The one then that they support that support Joseph Boakai, they supported Prophet Key, they back out for him to do everything for Prophet Key. And Prophet Key now start questioning the government, that may question that one thing go. Prophet Key will be without no job if they don't appoint him. And they've been supporting the man for years. Let me tell you, all the people then that you see so, all the big people then, down to Joseph Boakai, Prince Johnson, all the people there. All of them. Prophet Key got recording all of them. All of them be calling him, everybody be supporting him, all of them be telling him, thank you for their support. They appreciated the man's support, knowing what the man is doing. The man endorsed Prophet Key, Joseph Boakai, and they're happy with it. They accepted the endorsement. For the man to be part of the campaign. And Joseph Prophet Key campaign immensely for Joseph Boakai. And if people are going to be giving positions because they campaign for the man, Prophet Key should deserve one. All the other opponents they're going to appoint, they're not going to appoint them. Most of the people are going to get appointment because of what they did for Joseph Boakai. For you know. So yes, the fact that they appreciated Prophet Key's campaigning, they appreciated, they accepted the endorsement. We can, give other people a job, appoint other people, and then the other man who helped, we can appoint him. If you think the man was dishonoring, was a bad thing, you should not even accept it. Anything that got to do with him.
That is the dishonest part. That is the dishonest part of our politicians. And those who hail Prophet Key, Mr. Kane, it is not that they really love Prophet Key, but the person who murdered Prophet Key used to insult, they hated that person. So they supported Prophet Key.
Exactly.
Any attempt, let me be on record. It's not that they love Prophet Key, no. But the person Prophet Key used to insult consistently, they hated that person. So they needed to support Prophet Key for the fact that they were
c'est good now. Maybe c'est good credit finish. Mr. Kane.
Yeah.
So yes. So Mr. Kane, in a very civilized society, in a society of consciousness, people that provoke will not even be will not be surfacing, will not be discussing. He's disgusting. He should not even be discussed here. So I don't think that will be the worst mistake that will ever come from the president.
And it will be the worst mistake. It will be a betrayal too if they don't appoint him, because they encourage the man that the man can be a part of them. The man is part of them. The man will be part of their government. And now they have won the election. Let they appoint the man.
I think the only thing the United Party can
on their part, and will be ungrateful on their part not to appoint Prophet Key.
I think the only thing they should do is to keep Prophet Key in the back, and whatever they have to do for him.
What did you keep him in the back for?
Mr. Kane, people like Prophet Key.
You didn't keep the man in the back to campaign for you. Then you keep the man in the back when it's time for governance. No, that would be unfair to Prophet Key.
If President-elect Joseph Boakai appoints Prophet Key, it would be a direct insult and disrespect to all Liberian women, African women, and women alike globally.
That's not true.
Mr. Kane, for me, I personally will not support
all the money and the party because that one is not important. So under Joe Biden government, it will be bad.
Mr. Kane, we all condemn Prophet Key, even when he used to.
No, I don't say we all. I say you condemn him. Other people.
It's because of the hypocrisy of our country. Mr. Kane, in a decent society, people at Prophet Key would not even be surfacing for such a very prestigious. And people think that
maybe at least if the Senate refuse to confirm him, that's fine. But let the guy appoint him, and let's be grateful to the man. You gotta be grateful to them. They make campaign for them. They make campaign for them. The man was in the vanguard of Unity Party campaign, and the man did marvelously well for his campaign. Nobody campaigned more than Prophet Key for the Unity Party. And a lot of people voted for Unity Party because of Prophet Key. They listen to him. They believe in him. So if people are going to be appointed for their campaign, because a lot of most of the people they're going to even some of the names here. Larami, all the other people, then the reason why their names are surfacing right now is because they supported Baka, they campaign for him. Patrick Hunter, all the people then, not because they did anything extraordinary, because they campaigned for him. So if Prophet Key did the same thing, and Prophet Key was embraced and accepted by Unity Party as one of the campaign person who is he. I mean, you saw more Ali posting Prophet Key birthday. All the Unity Party people, even the so-called, some of the names that are being considered right now for minister and stuff like that, they all went there. Happy birthday to Prophet Key. I mean, if you can celebrate the man for who he is, why is it bad to appoint the man for who he is? The thing is, I am not saying other government, but Joseph Boakai government.
Mr. Kane, celebrating the man for who he is.
Prophet Key deserves to be appointed. If they don't appoint him, that will be a disservice to him. On a serious note. Because they feel that the man is good. They appreciate everything the man is doing. They feel like the man got supporters. So,
but Mr. Kane, I think it should be a disservice too.
Yeah, it will be a disservice to the people that are supporting Prophet Key too. And I voted for Joseph Boakai too because
Prophet Key is an entertainer.
So let
Prophet Key is an entertainer to
people. Let it put them somewhere. Let it if they say the American Self Cultural Ambassador, let it create Marcos and Parcos department in the Ministry of the Information.
Yes, I would support. No, I would support that once they create a particular aspect, you can create, yes, you can create a sub branch in the Ministry of Information, Culture, and Tourism for Marcos and Parcos. That one I would support it. They can appoint it if the Senate left with the Senate confirming. That one I would support it. But for Culture Ambassador, Mr. Kane, culture, our culture tradition is a unique thing for people that Prophet Key to be. Besides, Mr. Kane, man, you get here. So we will listen to it, man. Get here. We will listen to.
My man, stop it. Stop it. We're not talking about Prophet Key here, right? We're talking about the man, the work that he did. The man worked very, very hard for Joseph Boakai and Unity Party, and the man should be appointed. The man deserves to be accepted. So don't talk about the man. If you talk about the man here, when the Marcos start coming, then now SKTV will be SKTV should not be a part of it. Because for me, Marcos the Marcos, it gave money to me because my thing is
Used to that man.
yes, we can cause my empire. It says more about the person than the person my are causing. So it's not a big deal for me. But on a serious note, Prophet Key deserve a position in the Unity Party government because you work for it. Why is it that Prophet Key did not gravitate towards other parties? Why is it that Prophet Key was not accepted in order to compete for other people? Because they believe that whatever Prophet Key represents or represented is now what they want. That's not the kind of culture they value. That's not the kind of culture they want to be associated with. But United Party wholeheartedly embraced the man. And they love him. So what's wrong with that? Let that appoint the man. They'll be very bad on their part. That means
Mr. Cannon, the Liberian people did not elect. The Liberian people did not elect Joseph Parker or put it for the president-elect to appoint people to Prophet. It was not based on a feelings of Prophet Key. So
when recommending that the man should be under the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs for Marcos and Parcos. Presidential Affairs, the department will be under the presidential affairs. So Marcos and Parcos will be there. Yeah.
Yeah, for that one, I would support that, Mr. Cannon. If any kind of autonomous agent can be established by the president-elect and elect the men for Marco and Parcos, that one he's qualified. He doesn't even need no confirmation. He doesn't need no confirmation. He's qualified automatically. Even additionally, he's even overqualified. Additionally, adding that he doesn't have a year to year anybody. So I mean, they can play. Well, that's the so yeah, let me close on it. Let me say thank you to our SKTV followers and Mr. Cannon. Our people need to support the platform because to where we reach now, you and I know every day going up and down where SKTV, and we have to bring quality information to people. SKTV family want to say thank you for supporting SKTV. Always follow SKTV is here to stay, and because you are the most important people on earth, because I bring with me, I'm the most beautiful women on earth. Until eternity, SKTV will always be here. Thank you, and I follow your day. God bless us and God bless Nigeria.
Uncle P want to say something before we go. Uncle P.
Sekou, y'all please, no, wait a little bit, 1 second. Y'all please call now. Sekou, please call 911 to take me to the hospital.
What happened?
You got me at going off.
Why? Why you going off?
Sekou, I'm going off. Y'all got me laughing. I can't hold my breath. I beg you, Sekou, call 911 to take me to the hospital. I call 911.
Okay, I'll call 911 for you.
Sekou, call 911. I need to go to the hospital.
That's Uncle Pete, the man from all the country. The man said we're killing him with laughter. The man is dying with laughter. The man said we got to call 911. I got some nurses there that live in that place though. You move through a crime guy, please go take care of Prophet Uncle Pete. Anybody going, you live in Minnesota, you live close to Minnesota, please go to that place there, go take care of Uncle Pete. The man said he's dying. The man said he's going off. Yeah, because I believe Prophet Key deserves to be, something. Honestly speaking, I believe that. Because whatever you get, whatever you pray for, that's what you get. Whatever you plant, that's where you're gonna reap. And the men suffer for the government so much. Your faith to a point, man. Your man party was suffer. Yeah. No, that man not serious. That man not serious, Agnes. Don't worry about that. That man joking. You see, you hear the man laughing. Now laughing, killing the man. The man don't need 911. I'm not going to need 911. The time you talk to call my phone number, you're going to take that to call 911. So yeah. Yeah, thank you, everybody. Thank you for the 2 people that sent us $18 and $10. Thank you. We appreciate you. through Cash App. We appreciate it. So we'll see you tomorrow. Saros, I met tomorrow. What kind of things Saros doing so? All right, my people. Now, sometimes, when we have the show, sometimes we got to ensure some sense of humor, to laugh sometimes, but it's not there. That's nothing serious, honestly. Joseph Buckeye, it is within his purview to decide who to appoint to whatever position he wants. So we were just, just laughing a little bit. Just a sense of humor, nothing else, nothing serious. Everybody know, what it is. But yet, Joseph Buckeye, he has the right to appoint anybody to whatever position he wants. That's what he was elected for. And now everybody that supported Joseph Buckeye is going to get a position anyway. So, sometimes we just got to have some fun. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, good night. And thank you all for the support.